Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Actually, I got your number from YouTube, so I had some hair loss problem.
Hmm.
So I just wanted to consult you, so that called you.
What is your age?
My age is 32, and
Since
yeah, since last 10 years, I have started losing hairs, like kind of dandruff, and the hair started thinning.
hmm,
And in between, I started using minoxidil.
hmm,
And so on and off, I tried apply the minoxidil.
hmm.
So whenever I do apply minoxidil, so it works for a few months.
Hmm.
When I stopped again the minoxidil application, then hair started thinning again.
And
So
when you stop applying Minodex, do you apply something else? Any oil?
uh, normally I don't apply oil.
Hmm.
So I do use low, all the khadi shampoos without any paraben
Hmm.
free shampoos.
Hmm.
So because of that, uh, it is like kind of sometimes when I stopped, it's getting thin. Then if I start applying, then somehow it will be work for another 3 to 4 months, and my hair will be like kind of, very hard, and the scalp will be, some scales will be coming out sometimes.
Tell me, like, since this hair fall or hair thinning problem started, you were using any oil, shampoos, or anything? What you used to do in like younger days?
Younger days, after 15 years, right?
Hmm.
After 15 to 20 years, I stopped using oil.
Hmm.
Before that, I used to use coconut oil.
Before that, you used to do used coconut oil.
Yes.
What with what frequency? Every day.
Yeah, mostly before taking bath, I used to have coconut oil.
Before taking bath and after taking
Yes.
bath.
Not using any oil that time.
So you used to apply oil only for few minutes,
Yes, yes.
and you used to wash your hair with what?
In my childhood, I used to wash with like soaps only.
Which kind of soap?
It's like Liveway or Locks or some Liril.
Okay, okay. Till 15 years of age, when you were doing like this, then you had
Yes,
no
yes.
problem. After 15 years, what you changed?
So after that, I started using shampoos and different flavored oil.
Like which flavored oil?
There is a hair and care was coming, right? So that I used for few years. After that,
And
I left using that.
and when you used to use this oil,
So that same like before taking bath, because after taking bath it was kind of sticky. So I used to apply only before taking bath.
not while going to bed, not while sleeping.
Yeah, no, because that was kind of sticky, right? It will be spread with whole pillow. Because of
Hmm.
that, I did not used to apply on that at night, and it was not
What was the
comfortable.
frequency of washing hair?
I do wash every day.
You wash every day.
Yes.
And what about sweating? How much do you sweat?
No, it's very less whenever I do gym and all. So
Hmm.
that time it will sweat, or
What is,
else it's normal.
what is your weight and height?
It's 5'10", 75 kg.
So now you are saying that you use shampoos after 15 years of age every day.
Not every day. So weekly twice.
No, but you are saying that you wash your hair every day.
Yeah, I wash my hair every day without shampoo, but weekly I use shampoo twice.
What about during winters?
Winters also same pattern. Usually before I used to have, hair and shoulder shampoo. Then
So,
after,
so you are saying that you used to wash hair every day with plain water, and
yes,
twice in a week you used to do
yes,
this shampoo.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So as time of taking bath, it's the general rate I used to wash my hair.
And you started having dandruff from which age?
Yeah, so dandruff came very later stage. It came around 22, 23. But those, I think, those came after I started using Minoxidil, right? So white things.
You started using minoxidil from which age?
From 2013, I started using. But that is kind of on and off. I started using first for 3-4 months, then I stopped for a
No,
seven
no,
eight
no,
months.
no. But you were 22 at that time,
Yes, yes,
and there was no hair. You said that you have hair thinning and hair fall problem from last 12 years, 10 years. That means
yeah,
when you were 24.
yeah,
So
yeah.
before even you had a problem, you started using this thing.
No, actually, I saw my hair is getting thin,
Hmm.
so I consulted one doctor. He suggested me that in 2013 that you should use minoxidil. Then he gave me some vitamin tablets,
Hmm.
so I used that. Then my hair was that time good, so I did not saw any results, so I stopped using minoxidil in 2013. I used only for 3 to 4 months.
Hmm.
Then in 2015, my hair started again thinning. So in 15, around December, I started using again minoxidil for
Hmm.
around 7-8 months.
Hmm.
So hair came again.
Hmm.
So the condition was good.
Hmm.
But the dandruff thing started, like the white scale things is coming up in my scalp.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I call you sometime later? I'll
Yes, yes.
definitely call you because I would like to get into the details,
Okay, okay.
support details. I'll speak to you at length. Thanks for
Okay,
calling.
okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. No problem, sir. Hello,
Hello.
sir.
Yes, sir. We were talking about hair fall.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, could you tell me your routine before 15 and after 15? Like daily, what time you get up and what you do? Exercise, sports.
Yeah, actually, before 14, it is like kind of normal day schedules, like wake up early morning and before 10, taking bath, then schools,
Hmm.
then coming back from the school, then, some play cricket or something at the evening.
Hmm.
Then it was like that. Then after 15, the plus 2, plus 11 and 12 standard. So that
Hmm.
time it was kind of, the schedule was tight. I was into, science.
Hmm.
So the tuition and the studies, it was kind of whole packed.
Okay, so no activity, no sports.
Yeah, no sports. So that point of time. And it was only kind of cycling and studying, so less time getting sleep. So after that, then my engineering started.
Hmm.
So after that, like that time, I used to clean my hair with soap, and that time it was fine. But when I started my engineering and since then, right after around 2009.
Hmm.
So I saw like little bit of hair thinning, 9 or 10.
Okay, just tell me one thing. What has been your fluid drinking? Like how much water do you drink on a daily basis before 14, 15 years of age and afterwards?
So I think now I am drinking more water.
How much is
So
it?
it comes around early morning. I do take around half more than 750 ml. Then
Hmm.
a whole day I take another 1.5 liters. At the night I took 1.5 liters. So it comes around 3-4 liters around.
And how much tea and other fluids like tea, milk or fruits or other things?
No, I don't eat tea.
Hmm.
but sometimes I do drink coffee
Hmm.
and nothing other than that.
Fruits?
Fruits very rarely. Like you are asking about the juice, right?
No, fruit only. Raw fruit.
Raw fruits, so it's very minimal. It depend upon like banana. Sometimes I take,
Hmm.
or sometimes the orange.
No milk.
Milk I used to take 1 year back before lockdown.
Hmm.
So I was there in Bangalore that time.
Hmm.
Now I came back to my hometown Bhubaneswar.
So how
So
much milk you were taking at the time?
so that time I used to take at the night. Initially I had the gas problems initially when due to indigestion.
Hmm.
So it took around 10-15 days. Then it was fine with me. I used to take 1 liter of milk night.
Okay. You
Yeah.
used to have gas problem since when?
No, I did not have gas problem. Like initially when you start drinking milk, then you sort
Okay.
of have indigestion problem, right? That
Okay.
lasts for a week.
Hmm.
Then it was fine.
But what about early life, like before 14, 15 years of age, how much was your milk intake?
Uh, it was also very less. I don't take that much milk that time.
But
Last
one
one and a
glass,
half years. Yeah.
but
Not
one
even
glass,
one glass. No,
no,
not even.
not even
Yeah.
that. Any cold drinks, any other juices like in summers, lemon water or other things?
Yeah, it's like kind of on and off. I don't take usually the cold drinks. It's like sometimes if you're thirsty, then outside, then I do take thumbs up.
Okay.
Or other than that, I just prefer home cooked food and that
Okay.
cold water.
Okay. So normally you take fridge water, cold water.
Yes, yes.
Okay. See, you already must be knowing that minoxidil is basically blood pressure medicine.
Yeah.
It kind of dilates your vessels, blood vessels.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start using it, since the blood vessels are dilated, it delivers some amount of fluid to your scalp also, and
Mm-hmm.
ultimately your hair also gets some nourishment.
Mm-hmm.
And you must be knowing that people who suffer from blood pressure, by
Mm-hmm.
taking medicines, they are not cured.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is that their blood pressure gives a low reading.
Mm-hmm.
So far as other aspects are concerned, the medicine, it is believed that blood pressure medicines cause the organ damage as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, blood delivers nutrients to every part of the body, whether it is nails or hair or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So when you dilate the blood vessels, the pressure goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, you might see some changes because let us say you are applying at your scalp. So what's happening is the blood pressure from behind is full,
Mm-hmm.
and the last part of the vessel is dilated by using this minoxidil.
Mm-hmm.
So you get your hair get nourishment and you see some temporary results, but
Yeah.
gradually this medicine also seeps into maybe your blood, since the blood vessels are dilated, so maybe some amount is starts going into the blood and starts giving some other issues also. But the
Mm-hmm.
main point is that these drugs do not cure blood pressure at all,
Mm-hmm.
because if the fluid blood's job is to deliver the nutrients to the cells.
Mm-hmm.
So if you dilate the blood vessels, obviously the pressure will be low and lesser fluid will be able to enter the cells.
Correct.
So whatever results you see, the similar results are there in the blood pressure patients also. So that's one. Second is that people with low metabolic rate, those who are not very high on energy, they usually have these kind of issues. The
Mm-hmm.
sportsmen could also be like some of the sportsmen who are over what you call training themselves. They might also
Mm-hmm.
see some kind of hair fall,
Mm-hmm.
because if you are overtraining, then also the fluids are delivered to maybe the parts which you are exercising, but the rest of the body is denied the nutrients.
Yeah, actually, you are right. But the thing is, I started gymming last 2 years, but the problem it started since 2013,
No, no,
and
just a minute. So
yeah.
far as your gymming is concerned, gymming doesn't help. See,
Mm-hmm.
just like your height and weight and other parameters are settled at around 12, 13, 14, 15 years of age. You
Mm-hmm.
don't get much height after that.
Correct.
Same way your metabolic rate is also fixed by that time. I have got a lot of calls from younger people like 18-year, 19-year-old. What
Mm-hmm.
happens is when people see that they are getting admitted in a college,
Mm-hmm.
they start becoming conscious of their physique and other things. They will join gym, they will start jogging, they'll start yoga, they'll start exercises.
Correct.
Now this becomes overtraining. Your
Mm-hmm.
body is settled. Like metabolic rate is how much energy your body will generate from the food that you take is settled
Mm-hmm.
by the age of 14, 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start the exercises at 18, 19, 20, I'll give you another example also. There are a few guys who called up who are around 18, 19, 20
Mm-hmm.
from the rural area. What happens is the most prestigious job for them is defense services or police.
Correct.
So people who had no previous exercise routines, they
Mm-hmm.
start and for their physical test, they start jogging and running because they have to
Mm-hmm.
complete 5 kilometers within 17 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
So a person who is not used to, if he starts doing this and within 2-3 months he goes to that extent,
Mm-hmm.
whatever energy he spends in covering that distance
Mm-hmm.
is reduced from rest of the body.
Mm-hmm.
So that is also part of the overtraining. So what happens is they become type 1 diabetes patient.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now diabetes, blood pressure, heart disease or obesity, all these are metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome is not properly defined, but if you look at its proper definition, see whatever energy is made by your body,
Mm-hmm.
for bulk of that is used by your vital organs. Your heart needs energy to pump the blood.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain, your digestive system, the most
Mm-hmm.
energy intensive organs are your brain and your digestive system.
Correct.
Now, when your body's vital organs do not get enough energy,
Mm-hmm.
what will happen is maybe you are doing some exercise, those organs are given some priority of blood supply, but the like hair and other things which are non-priority areas, they'll be
Mm-hmm.
denied the blood supply.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the people which who have started exercising late, they have
Mm-hmm.
some issues like some people will have high blood pressure, some will have diabetes, some will have type 1 diabetes, some will have some even heart issues even at a younger age. But if you look
Mm-hmm.
at their profile, they start exercising much later in life. And
Yes.
initially, if you look at their very, very sedentary kind of lifestyle. Anyway,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
now coming to minoxidil, you must have seen what the side effects and what other things are saying. The most important part for any medicine to work. See, if I am successful in something 90%, what
Mm-hmm.
will happen is my effort will be to form a community so that the message spreads faster. So if the
Mm-hmm.
minoxidil is a successful drug for
Mm-hmm.
hair growth, what I'll do is as a manufacturer, I'll form forums so that people can talk to among themselves and continue or whatever. But these
Yes.
guys never have this kind of a system.
Mm-hmm.
The reason is that this fails after few months.
Mm-hmm.
Now coming back to metabolic rate. How can you increase the metabolic rate at a later age?
Mm-hmm.
For that, I am trying to do hydration, dehydration, and walk and rest systems.
Okay.
Now, you already know there are hundreds of medicines, hundreds of home remedies for each disease. Whether you have
Yes.
constipation, whether you have headache, or whatever it is, and
Yes.
nothing works. You keep shifting from one to another, another to another, and this
Mm-hmm.
keeps going. And there is hardly any permanent cure for any chronic disease.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to cure most of the diseases. People who had complaints of acidity for last 5 years, they are cured within 1 day or 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
That is temporary relief, but within 2-3 months they get permanent relief also.
Okay.
Now I try to track the people on a longer duration. Like my each call is recorded. I put it on the YouTube also. So the
Okay.
idea is to understand. Like I always take the feedback from the people, even if it is after 1 year or 2 years, and they start coming back for health issues of their family members as well in course of time.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
what walk and rest will do? You walk for 5 minutes within your house at a normal pace.
Okay.
Your body will energize slightly. Whatever is the energy reserves in your body, that will be activated
Okay.
for the vital organs to support the vital organs, because vital organs start performing harder when you are into activity.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whatever your reserves are there, at the end of 5 minutes, you are not tired. You
Yeah.
are in a better mood. That is
Yeah.
an indication that at that point in time, your vital organs are getting sufficient amount of energy.
Okay.
I call it a surplus energy mode at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
At that point in time, you have to lie down in bed and rest for five
Okay.
minutes. So during that period, whatever excess energy was there in the body, that is being used by the vital organs. So vital organs uptake increases.
Mm-hmm.
If the vital organs are are basically consuming more energy, they're performing better. So that
Mm-hmm.
energy is supposed to be supplied to the entire body. Now there is
Mm-hmm.
nothing active, so if your digestive system or brain or heart is taking more energy, then this blood or this nutrients will be supplied to each and every part, and nobody will be getting the priority.
Correct.
So ultimately, this is such a simple thing, because for the last 20, 30, 40 years, I've been hearing that if you want to lose weight, if you want to do this, you have to walk minimum 40 minutes to reap any benefits.
Yeah.
Whereas people have reported huge results within 48 hours with this simple
Okay.
thing. And this, the simplest form of this is that walk for 5 minutes, rest in bed for 5 minutes every 1 hour of your waking time.
Okay.
So 15 times in a day is more than enough, and you will, if a person is sticking to around this schedule, he lose weight as well without any other exercise. No yoga is needed, no gym is needed, nothing is needed, and within 2 days or 3 days, you will feel like your energy levels have gone up by 100%.
Okay.
Now the second aspect, most important, is how much your food is being getting converted into energy.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, here also there are a lot of people, like if a person has got indigestion, he will be suggested to have smaller multiple meals.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, just a minute, just a minute.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
sorry.
No
So,
problem.
recently also, I had a caller who had been constipated since the age of 14 and must be around 25 years of constipation.
Mm-hmm.
And people suggested having smaller meals, and I don't know what exercises and all that. So I usually put stop to everything. No exercise is required. Just walk and rest 15 times in a day. And second is
Mm-hmm.
not to have a smaller meal. Rather eat as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
And in between the meals, you should not take anything. If you're I suggest normally 8 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in at the afternoon, and 8 o'clock again in the night also. The
Mm-hmm.
idea is to have a 6 hour gap between each meal. So whatever indigestion is there, whatever ratio is adverse, let's say
Mm-hmm.
each unit of food is getting converted into X amount of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Giving more time between the meals would mean bacteria will be able to break down your food better.
Mm-hmm.
And I suggest normally once in a week or so, one should have 2 meals only. So having 2 meals also, because the digestive system consumes a lot of energy. So it
Mm-hmm.
is a physical energy. When you take food, your stomach will move, your intestines will have some wave kind of movements. Then large intestine will also have some movements. So these are
Mm-hmm.
mechanical movements. When you take 2 meals, 1 meal's energy spent is saved.
Mm-hmm.
That energy, if it is coupled with walk and rest, is also given to other vital organs, and your digestion improves. So these two things, walk and rest and Hydration, dehydration. Sorry. Hydration is basically we have another focus is that you drink a lot of water, just like you were mentioning that you are taking to 750 ml water in the morning.
Yes.
That is causing a major problem because this excess fluids are being stored in the cells. So if the
Mm-hmm.
fluids are in excess, then the like concentration of nutrient in the cells start dropping.
Mm-hmm.
That makes the blood circulation also very problematic.
Mm-hmm.
So normally I have a schedule and I have tried these drinking water patterns for about 20 more than 20 years now. So
Okay.
I found that drinking more water helps for a person who is dehydrated. Drinking
Mm-hmm.
less water helps who is overhydrated, and you are continuously in a mode wherein you cannot keep check how much water is to be taken. So I
Correct.
have a schedule, 7 days schedule, wherein for 2 days it's only 3 glasses of water in the entire day. So 750 ml or so. There are 2-3 days when it is 6 glasses a day, so 1.5. There is one particular day in a week, once in a week, it is about 4 liters or so. Every hour 1 glass is to be taken, so 14-15 glasses. The idea
Mm-hmm.
is not to overhydrate, not to dehydrate, and not to have any kind of issues. And the body is not getting sick just because one day you are taken less water. And
Mm-hmm.
body is not going sick, becoming sick because you are taken more water on a particular day.
Mm-hmm.
So it is being done on a daily basis and the improvement is huge. There is
So
no,
how to try that? Like you told that for
I have a 7 day
7 days.
schedule. I'll
Yeah.
send you that WhatsApp link.
Okay.
So that's one part. So the metabolic rate goes up. So your scalp gets more supply of fluids. Now
Okay.
comes the question of dandruff.
Yeah.
I had dandruff all my life.
Okay.
Since childhood, I had severe dandruff.
Mm-hmm.
And until recently, also about 7-8 months back, suddenly it struck me that the scalp releases oil. Our whole body skin releases oil.
Correct.
If we use oil on scalp, what is going
Mm-hmm.
to happen is that that oil is the oil which is released by the body is very lightweight,
Mm-hmm.
and the oil which we use on top of that, even if you Google the
Mm-hmm.
benefits of coconut oil, it says that it
Mm-hmm.
traps the moisture. It does not
Mm-hmm.
allow the moisture to be released.
Mm-hmm.
So the skin is hydrated. There is no question
Mm-hmm.
of hydration. There are number of skin diseases, eczema, psoriasis, and
Mm-hmm.
others.
Mm-hmm.
Eczema is also being treated for the last 30 years by giving things which hydrate the skin.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I have cured eczema, 20-year-old eczema within 7 days by dehydrating. 36 hours, zero fluid, not even a drop of water.
Mm-hmm.
And within 7 days, the person is clear of all the skin, what you call scars and all that. It's
Mm-hmm.
as clear as he had never any issues.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one part which shows that hydration. This is not the end of it. Like till date, there is no study on hydration.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you another example, which is very funny kind of thing. Like women, like who have low metabolic rate, having indigestion and all that, they have vaginal dryness also.
Mm-hmm.
And there are ointments which kind of tries to very expensive thing which do not work so well, which
Mm-hmm.
temporarily makes it less dry.
Mm-hmm.
But my cure is 36 hours zero fluid, and within 36 hours there will be a lot of lubrication. The dryness will disappear.
Okay.
There are other issues also. So 7-8 months back, when like what is dandruff? Dandruff is the dried up scalp oil only,
Mm-hmm.
which could not be released because either you were using oil, or you were
Mm-hmm.
using shampoo, or you were
Mm-hmm.
not washing enough. So after
Okay.
every wash, when you have thinning hair, when you have hair fall,
Mm-hmm.
after you wash your hair, people avoid massaging.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing is that if you want to get rid of the accumulated oil, you have to
Mm-hmm.
massage with a cotton towel after every wash. And
But sir, the difficult part is here. It's like feels like if I massage with cotton towel, then hair will fall. More hair will fall.
see, you have to understand one thing: you
Yeah.
will never become bald by hair fall. You
Okay.
will become bald only by lesser growth of the hair. The life
Mm-hmm.
of the hair is 2 years.
Correct.
So if you are not getting new hair, you will become bald within 2 years.
Yeah.
And a person who is already bald,
Hmm.
he is like he doesn't get hair because there is no growth.
Mm-hmm.
So practically, the idea is whatever you do, the main part is the growth of the hair.
Yes.
Second is you lose hair which are very very weak.
Correct.
So weaker hair taking nutrient is basically depriving the other healthy hair of that nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start massaging, you will lose lot of hair, but that will all be loose hair, which will in any case be losing within next 7-10 days.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is to massage so that you can grow more hair. I'll tell you a few more examples. You know, agriculture before seed is put into the earth, it's plowed,
Yes.
and the idea is to loosen up the soil.
Yes. Yes.
When you use a anti-dandruff shampoo, these shampoos are of the lower pH and these are acidic.
Yes.
So what it will do is it will cement your scalp.
Yeah.
To understand that pH thing, I'll give you another example. A newborn baby's skin pH is 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
As the child grows, his skin pH level changes to 5.5 and 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
So the tighter skin means it's acidic.
Yes.
When you use any shampoo which is 3 or 4 pH, your scalp's pH is 4.5, and these people are fooling that in case you use a shampoo which is closer to the natural pH of your scalp, you will benefit. Whereas the fact is that if you start using that, you will have no growth of new hair.
Mm-hmm.
So my suggestion in that case is also the same, that you use a high pH soap rather than any shampoo. Because
Okay.
shampoos usually have a conditioner also, which kind of gives your hair a kind of coating,
Mm-hmm.
which makes it look good, but it gives the coating on the scalp also, which restricts the excretion of the natural oil.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
So which soap, sir?
I usually use Lux since ages now, so I tried with that and it worked for me. So I suggest everybody Lux only, but one can try other things also. Somebody suggested Margo, but I did not like Margo because of its smell or whatever reason. I am comfortable more with Lux.
Okay.
Okay, second thing is we hear that in winters our skin will become dry
Correct.
and it start breaking out.
Mm-hmm.
This is another big mistake. In winters you have no sweating,
Correct.
no evaporation, no any kind of losing water through the skin or scalp.
Mm-hmm.
That means there is no escape or excretion of the natural oil also, or very little.
Correct.
So you have to use soap more aggressively during winters.
Okay.
So when you start using it, you will have whiteness on your face and scalp, and dandruff will
Yes.
increase.
Yes. Mm.
So that is only because there is already scaling of the oil.
Mm-hmm.
So once that scaling is over, because of your massaging, you massaging with the cotton towel, all this oil will shift to the towels, and ultimately this scaling will disappear.
Mm-hmm.
The moment scaling disappears, after a few days, after a week or so, you will find your face is glowing with the new oil, because this is a very lightweight oil.
Mm-hmm.
And this, like if you take a picture, it will show the shine, it will not show patches.
Mm-hmm.
In summers, what happens is there is always some kind of little bit of sweating.
Mm-hmm.
With sweating, you lose a lot of oil.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, if you keep washing your hair with the soap, your skin might become dry. Now, this is the real dry, and this dryness does not show in the form of white patches. It will show rather as a red things.
Mm-hmm.
Red patches with the dryness means the blood is trying to deliver more oil, but there is no more oil available in the body.
Mm-hmm.
So when the summers came, since I had more than 40 years of scaling and all that. So during summers also I found a lot of oil is coming in my sweat. So I was using soap twice in a day.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, last month or so, I started feeling my hair is becoming very very thin, and this is drying out. There is no dandruff, but it's completely dry and starting to give some trouble. So now I started giving a gap of 1 or 2 days in using soap. So you
Okay.
have to make sure that the oil, natural oil, is being released by your scalp. This is getting into the hair also, because your nutrients will be delivered only with this oil. So you can, and you have to balance. Like if you are using excessive soap, that will cause inflammation, redness, and that will stop all kind of oils. So you have to finally balance how much you have to, and this inflammation can be reversed by washing with the plain water. So I usually suggest, when you starting this thing, you wash your hair 3-4 times with the plain water and once in a day with the soap.
Okay.
So even
Weekly
if,
once or twice in using soap, and with other that is plain water.
yeah, during summers it can be once only,
Okay.
and otherwise it's plain. But every time you wash your hair, massage lightly, very lightly, so that there is no sensitivity to your scalp or anything, and gradually all layers of oil, which is dried up, that will disappear. After that has disappeared, you will start seeing, most likely within 15-20 days, you will start seeing new growth also. But you have to watch for thinness and all that, and see how much soap is to use. But winters is no issue at all. You can use
Okay.
as much soap as you want.
Okay.
So, so this
Yeah.
is all. So it takes care of your, okay, I'll tell you. I had trouble in curing diabetes.
Okay.
Rest of the things were easy. Diabetes and blood pressure were things which are troubling me for a very long time. Not troubling me in the sense I did not have these problems, but whatever callers were there, I was not able to give them the proper thing.
Okay.
Now from 27th of February, I changed my routines of drinking water. Since then, 4 people who are following this thing strictly, they have been cured of diabetes completely.
Okay.
So now I believe my change system is good enough to make sure that you never get indigestion, you never get acidity, you never get diabetes, blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, or any kind of thing. Any chronic disease is out of question now. And it
Okay.
works very, very fast. Like if a person is doing hydration, dehydration, and walk and rest within 2 to 3 months, and the pattern is same in all the people, like their blood pressure starts dropping systematically.
So what is that work and sleep? Like work means what kind of work you are referring to?
Sorry?
You meant like work and sleep or rest, right?
Walk and rest, walk and rest. 5 minutes walk, 5 minutes rest, 15 times in a day. Not more,
Yeah.
not
So what
less.
kind of work you referring to? Work means the official work or physical exercise or
I am not talking about work, walking.
okay, walking. Acha, acha.
Yes, yes.
Fine. Okay.
Walking at a normal pace. According
Okay.
to me, normal pace means 500 steps in 5 minutes.
Okay. 500 steps in 5 minutes, and then rest for 5 minutes. Sleep, right? Sleep for
Yes,
5 minutes.
yes.
But in usually scenario when I'm working for IT company and I can't sleep in the office, right? So I need to sit in the
See,
chair.
in that case, you can do that resting in the chair as well as. But while you are at home, then
Okay.
do this walk and rest every half an hour, so that 4-5 times you do it in the morning, 4-5 times when you reach your home in the evening,
Okay.
and
Okay.
before you sleep, and then 4-5 times you can do in the office also.
Okay.
In the
Okay.
office, you can just rest in, like you can start working after 5 hours of work.
Okay.
And it should not be exceeded also. Excess is also, like as I am saying, metabolic syndrome is non-delivery of enough energy to the vital organs. So if you overtrain yourself, even if you walking excess, it will cause again the same metabolic syndrome.
So how about they're doing exercise then? Exercise
No,
is not required?
not required. Other, I usually tell everybody who is having any chronic problem not to indulge into any exercise, be it yoga, be it gym, be it walking, excessive walking, like half an hour walking or 1 hour walking. I usually
Okay.
tell them, even if somebody is walking down for office, I usually suggest them to take some mechanical thing, scooter or
So
something.
but my profession is like sitting whole 15-10 hours, and it lead to increase of belly fat.
Sorry.
So my work is like in IT companies, we need to sit for 12 to 15 hours, right? So and
See, if it is
after
12 to 15 hours, then you need to look for some other job because 15 hours means you have no time for yourself.
yeah, and for that also like when you eat and sit for long hours, right? It
No,
lead to
that
belly fat.
no. It does not lead to you. If you walk for 1 minute, like once in every hour for 5 minutes,
Okay.
you will lose weight almost 2 kg or 3 kg per month.
Oh.
And people who are not able to lose weight, they have
Mm-hmm.
reported within 3 to 4 months losing 10 to 15 kg weight.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because your metabolic rate goes up. Metabolic rate is what? Metabolic rate is when you are sleeping, your brain is using more energy.
Correct.
So in 24 hours, you have 1440 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Your normal metabolic rate is about 1 calorie per minute. So 1440 calories are being spent by your vital organs.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you increase by 0.1%,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, even if you increase this consumption 1 calorie per minute to 1.1,
Mm-hmm.
even then you are burning almost 144 calories extra per day. And this is
Mm-hmm.
what is important. When you are burning this calorie, that means your body will be generating more energy because vital organs are your heart is pumping blood harder. Your brain is
Mm-hmm.
working harder. Your digestive system is working better.
Yeah.
It is the vital organs who decide. Like you must have heard, a lot of people die in the playground itself. Sports people, the top level, like Olympian is also has died in the badminton court, and every year or so there is one death or so.
Mm-hmm.
So that is all the case of excessive training.
Mm-hmm.
The importance is of your vital organs getting sufficient energy. If it is not, then someday or other it will just collapse. There's one CEO of Bombay who died, who was very fitness freak. He died of heart attack at the age of 40, 42. There was another young person, 25-year-old. He went in the morning for gym, and within few minutes he died of heart attack. So
Yeah, yeah, he was from SAP Labs. He was the CEO of
Gurgaon.
SAP. In
Yeah, no,
Bangalore, he
okay,
died.
okay.
Yeah.
So this is happening every now and then. People not realizing that exercise is not a solution to everything, and this
Mm-hmm.
bulking up muscles and all that is meaningless. These people don't have enough strength and
Mm-hmm.
stamina. I'll give you an
Mm-hmm.
example. One of my friend was in, he's a colonel in army.
Mm-hmm.
He is retired now.
Mm-hmm.
So about 5 years back when we reunited, then some other common friend told that he's having this like, problem of depression and he's not feeling well.
Mm-hmm.
When I called up, he said that he was doing all kind of exercises. He was doing horse riding, swimming, badminton, and
Mm-hmm.
maintaining a very healthy lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, what happened is that even if he's walking for 1 kilometer, he's feeling out of breath.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him to dehydrate for 36 hours, no fluids at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something which nobody will agree because they are also used to being served water every few minutes.
Yes, yes.
So ultimately nothing improved. Then he said that he was talking to some doctor and he said, see, if nothing is working, you try this thing. This is a matter of 1 day only. And he tried for 1 day and he was okay next day.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a lot of other issues, other people also, a lot of solutions. Let's say a child is not sleeping at night. He is
Mm-hmm.
feeling restless.
Mm-hmm.
So the simple solution is cut down his milk intake to half and he'll be better off. And he'll start eating solid food also. So a lot
Mm-hmm.
of simple solutions are there. A child is growing. Instead of
Mm-hmm.
putting him on the solid, what the parents will do, they'll keep increasing the milk intake.
Mm-hmm.
And if you keep increasing the milk intake, the child will never start feeling hungry and he'll not switch over to the solids.
Mm-hmm.
You just reduce it to half, and the moment you do it, within 24 hours, all the problems are solved. And these doctors will keep on giving you what you call that.
Different medicines,
Yeah,
syrups.
yeah,
Mm.
syrups for improving the metabolism or what you
Yes,
call
yes.
them.
Indigestion.
See, indigestion is also very loosely defined. I was reading the other day that newborn babies, 80% of the newborn babies suffer from acidity in the first 6 months. And they
Mm-hmm.
say that these newborn babies should be given feed every 1 hour or every 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the solution is that 3 to 4 meals for a newborn baby is more than enough. And if you give them,
Mm-hmm.
they will never have acidity. And the same solution is there with the even elderly people.
Mm-hmm.
80% of the newborns having acidity is a huge number, and nobody is looking at that.
Mm-hmm.
They're still giving them medicines.
Mm-hmm. So is that masturbation is related to hair loss?
No way.
Okay.
That is something which gives you extra energy.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not doing exercise, then that is helping you. See, these are all myths and all that. Nobody is working closely on that.
Mm-hmm.
It might tire out a person who is low on energy,
Mm-hmm.
and that might work otherwise. But if you are doing other things which are increasing your energy levels, then I don't think that is a harm. Rather, I told you about scalp.
Mm-hmm.
In ladies, like who are good in studies,
Mm-hmm.
it is thought that masturbation is bad for brain also and studies also.
Mm-hmm.
They won't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
When they reach 25 years of age, now
Mm-hmm.
in ladies, the lubrication is there for intercourse.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Just like your natural scalp oil, that is also a lubricating oil.
Correct.
Now, if that is not released, the sexual changes take place at the age of 10, 12, 13.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if no sexual activity starts, no lubrication starts, all that oil is stored in that area.
Mm-hmm.
And that causes huge inflammation. They will have very early orgasm, maybe 10-15 seconds. And since they have early orgasm, even when they get married, they're not cured of this condition.
Mm-hmm.
It causes UTI, urinary tract infections, because their skins are oversensitive.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, what I'm saying is, in the name of research, they're just making more and more medicines and making the people sick. The real
Yeah,
solution is
true.
not that.
Yeah.
If the changes take place around that place, that means activity should also start around that time. And then you have laws which if you have a relationship with a 16-year-old, it will be a rape, even if it's consensual.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but somebody has to look into all these aspects.
Correct,
And
because they don't look internally how this functions and what is the root cause. You need to catch the root cause and work on the solution. But rather
hmm,
they are looking for temporary solution and different type of medicines they do produce.
yeah,
That
this
is the
is a
thing.
serious thing. And see, if you ask any police person,
Yeah.
95% of the rape the complaints are false.
Okay.
Any police person who's day in day out dealing with this, they only want to teach a lesson to the other person,
Mm-hmm.
and 95% of false, like it's either due to some kind of personal equation or something,
Mm-hmm.
and still nothing is happening.
Yeah, true.
Everybody is politicizing the things. रेप को लेके उसको मर्डर होना चाहिए, उसको फांसी होना चाहिए, and all that stuff.
सर आप कहाँ से हो?
Delhi,
अच्छा, दिल्ली से.
you're in Bangalore.
Yeah, I was in Bangalore, but due to lockdown, I came back to Bhubaneswar.
Okay.
So currently, I'm in my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
So सर अभी मैं क्या क्या ट्राई कर सकता हूँ ये हेयरलेस
तो
के लिए?
वॉक एंड
बिकॉज
रेस्ट करिए, हाइड्रेशन डिहाइड्रेशन करिए, ये दोनों. उसके अलावा आप दिन में 4 बारी पानी से धोइए और 1 बारी साबुन से धोइए, और हर बारी मसाज करिए कॉटन टॉवल से. कॉटन टॉवल शुड बी क्लीन एवरी
सर
डे.
सर 1 minute, let me note it down.
I'll give you the
So
recording. You can listen to this particular aspect again. It's plain
yeah,
simple. I'll send you walk and rest and hydration dehydration schedule. That's my link on my website. The other
okay.
part is your hair part. 4 times plain water washing, and every time you have to massage for a minute only, lightly. And
Sir, plain water 4 times means 4 times I need to take bath or
no, you can wash your head only.
अच्छा like morning 2 times, evening night 2 times.
Yeah, and once with soap.
Once with soap. So it could be in morning or evening.
Anytime. You can make it
Okay.
in the morning, but usually try after you do 2 hair wash with plain water. After that, you do it so that the scaling is loosened up by washing with plain water, and then soap is more effective.
Okay. So it will be gap of how many minutes? Like
You can do
washing
anything
the
15-20 minutes to half an hour
okay
or
30
1 hour.
minutes.
Gap is
Okay.
not important. Even if it's 2 hour gap, it's fine.
Okay. Fine. So
Okay.
that is one part is washing, then hydration. So that maybe that part you can send me the link. I'll
Yeah.
follow that.
Hydration,
Dehydration.
dehydration, and walk-in-rest will improve the blood circulation,
Yeah.
and this particular part will do away with all the scaling which you have, dandruff and all. Okay.
Okay. Rest.
And do give me a feedback. I am trying to kill minoxidil.
Okay. So yeah, definitely, sir. I'll. So how many days I need to try? What are the thing you told?
15 days you will see the results for sure, and 15 days you will see some hair growth also starting. And even if you have some gray hair, you will have some improvement in that area also.
And how about that work and rest? Right. So that will be I'll continue for only for 15 days or
No,
later
that is
also.
for life.
That is for life.
Yeah, walk-in rest because see, your health depends on your blood circulation, and both
Correct.
the things are targeted at blood circulation.
Correct.
See, your vital organs are also made of tissues and cells,
Correct.
and they also have a separate artery for supplying the blood to them because of the importance.
Mm-hmm.
And unless your vital organs are in good health, you cannot stay in good health. So that's why walk-in rest and this should be done for life. Yes, it is not required that you follow it 100%, but somewhere around 70-80%.
And the washing of 4 times, so that I'll follow for 15 days or it
No,
will
no.
be for.
You follow it as long. See, you have to watch yourself. You have to
Okay.
like plain water will not do any damage, but
Mm-hmm.
washing excessively with the soap may do some damage.
Okay.
So I think since you are starting now and for a month or so it will not be an issue, and after that
Mm-hmm.
you start taking care of it and reduce your soap use in the summers, but winter should not be a problem.
Yeah, so maybe if the problem, then I'll reduce the using of soap twice
Sorry?
in. No, like currently I'll use once in a day,
Yeah.
and after 1 month, maybe if problem arises, then
Hmm.
I'll 2 days once, maybe like that I'll do. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.